In this video, we're gonna check out the island of Mallorca here in España, next on Jaycation. What's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video here in the Spain series. And today we took a trip from Barcelona to the island of Mallorca. I booked this trip on a whim. I'm gonna give you all the details about how much it costs to fly here, the hotel, and we're just gonna cruise and kind of just wing it these next 2 days here in Mallorca in 2025. I wanna give you guys more detailed information about how I got my hotel, my rent-a-car, just so you guys know how to get around Mallorca freely and maybe don't make the mistakes that I did or actually score and get lucky like I did with this trip to Mallorca. So let's flash back to me back in Barcelona to start off the video. What's up, Jaycationers? We are off to another trip from Barcelona. We're going to Mallorca. So we're flying to Palma de Mallorca. We're here at the Barcelona Airport Terminal 2 right now. I'm here in the lounge. I just grabbed some breakfast, got my coffee here. I took the Aerobus here. Showed you guys that on the last video when I went to Algarve, so we skipped that. But we're gonna have a fun 2 days in Palma de Mallorca. And my flight was Ryanair. Once again, I just brought my backpack and it was $42 round trip, so not bad. So all I brought is the backpack. We're watching the homie Adam the Woo's video here, and they do have a screen here at the lounge so you can keep track, and I'll get my gate info in about 3 minutes. Over this way is the buffet and the coffee machine. They have booze over here as well, tons of different lounges. And I just got some editing done. Now I'm just watching Adam's video. But we're gonna head over to the gate once they give us the gate number in 3 minutes. Right, there it is. U33. What I've been doing is every other week while I'm in Barcelona for the 5-6 weeks that I'm there is booking a trip an hour to 2 hours away by plane to a destination I've never been to. So we did this, Mallorca. Algarve I have been to, but a lot of the places that Joel took me, I had never really explored, so I still count that as a place I've never really been to. We're gonna do one more after this, and it'll be another country, a different country, so I'm excited to bring you guys along. But we're gonna have to figure out Mallorca because I just booked the flight, and I booked the hotel, and that's it. And I think you do need to rent a car while you're there, so I may book that rent-a-car tomorrow. There's always something with a Ryanair flight with it being so cheap. Y'all already know what you're gonna get, right? You never know if they're gonna ask you to fit your luggage in the bin to see if it fits the requirements. I feel like mine fits, but you never know, so they never ask me. We're here in Palma de Mallorca. That plane was kind of shaky. It says wind gust is around 17 miles an hour right now, but we finally made it here. We gotta figure out how I get to my hotel. I don't know if I wanna take a bus. It's only 9 minutes, so I might just take an Uber. When you're riding with Ryanair, you know what you're gonna get. You get what you ask for, right? Also, had to sit in the middle seat, back of the plane, and that's what $46 gets you. A bumpy ride, middle seat, and you're always wondering if they're gonna stop you and check your luggage, if it fits or not. That's what she said. Well, looks like there is a Balearic Islands mug. We're gonna have to get that on the way out. This is like 1:30 on a Tuesday afternoon at the end of May, and the airport is just bustling. They really do have a lot of tourists up in here. They have been talking about if over-tourism is a problem in this island. It is the largest Balearic island in España. This airport is actually a lot bigger than I thought. What is this? What the heck? Yeah, it's huge. So I've still been walking, passing all the Mallorca duty-free shops. Don't need to go to baggage claim. I just need to get straight to the Uber area. We gotta sort that out. Also, all the Mallorca videos that I've been watching on YouTube, there's only really been like one video that's been very detailed and very useful to the T, and it's like exotic vacations, I think the channel was, something like that. Yeah, all the other videos are just like showing the nicest parts of it. Don't even tell you how you get there, how you rent your car, what the prices are, all the detailed stuff. So I kind of want to do that type of video. So I'm going to walk you guys step by step with how I wing this trip. Finally made it to baggage claim. You have to go down like 2 different levels of escalators to get here. It's not Barcelona big, but it's a huge huge airport. All right, we're going to attempt to take the public bus. Let's go. We're outside. It looks like it's about 79 degrees right now. So we're almost to the 80s, so a little warmer than it is in Barcelona. We're gonna be sweating. So A1 will take you to the center of Palma, which is not too far away. And it's this bus right here. You have to go outside. That's where you exit from baggage claim. I gotta take A2 because I'm the opposite side of the center, but not too far away. And this is where I need to go. Can Pastilla, A2. So I got a round trip airport ticket. It is €8 for round trip, €4 each way. So that beats the €26 via Uber. I mean, we just gotta wait about 20 minutes for the bus. But if you wanna go to Palma Center, this is the bus, the A1. The one I need to take is A2, 24 minutes out. There it is, the Aeropuerto de Palma, de Mallorca. A little confusion, 10 minutes wait, but here we are, A2. Hola. Gracias. Got on the bus. They're playing some JT Like I Love You right now. I legit feel like this YouTuber, Adam, that I've been watching. He's from San Francisco. He does videos on trains and buses and public transport. He's awesome. Give him a look. I was a little patient, waited about 15 minutes, and then this bus came, but it didn't show A2 on it. And then eventually they flipped it to A2. So let's see how long it takes to get to my hotel from here. In this beach town, looks like there's a bunch of restaurants and smaller hotels. We're about 3 stops away from where I'm supposed to get off. It took about 30 minutes. Look at this plaza right here. We just got off. Look at this one-way street traffic. We're about a 6-minute walk to my hotel. We'll talk a little bit about it when I get there. I'm definitely getting a Miami/Fort Lauderdale vibe to where I'm at right now. That's my hotel right there with the white walls and clear windows. And there it is. This hotel is called Hotel Indico Rock. I feel like this hotel is a little play on the Hard Rock. Electric guitars, acoustic guitars here, right by check-in. I don't trust myself with that. No way. All right, guys, we are staying in 142. Let's check out the room. I barely even taken a look yet. Oh, this is a small single room. Nice kaleidoscope mural there. 2 single beds. We have to sleep on one. You got your lamp lights here. You got nightstands on each side. An old school phone right there. Perfect. They got a safe. They also have a refrigerator and a closet space. Nice LG TV. It's a little dark in here. You also got this chair right here and a stool. And I thought I was gonna have a nice view of the water, but no. We're looking out the street. But we do have a patio. A couple of chairs there. All right, let's continue with the Indico Rock tour. What's up, guys? They do have a double lock. We got the deadbolt here, so that's a good thing. You gotta put your key in that to get the energy to work. And this is the bathroom. Okay, walk-in shower. They got a sink, very low to the ground toilet, and your toilet paper, your towels. Oh, nice. Hair dryer, that's important. Nice mirror. I don't know what this is. I don't want to break it. Not bad for booking this online, and I just used my point. I think I only paid about $30 total for the 2 nights. That's good, plus my points. That's what I saved the points up for trips like this, so I can get a hotel without spending any money. All right, we made it down in this really dark corner of the hotel. They do have 2 treadmills, a couple of weights, an elliptical, and a bench press. Not bad. This is a fitness room, rock bike. It's right next to the generator. Oh, there's actually a cycling room right here. So this is the pool area and the restaurant area of my hotel. El Swing Mediterranean. And they have a nice lap pool here. And look at the view over there. I wish I had this type of view. I might jump in the pool here. We're here for 2 nights. And then they also have a little bar area here. You can grab some drinks and a nice little patio. Really cool paintings here. Look at this. Jack Nicholson. Is that the Shining Jack Nicholson? And then they also have a bar over here. There's a white grand piano, and that's a check-in counter. So we're gonna venture around here, but I got a rent-a-car for tomorrow. They're gonna pick me up at 9 o'clock. I'll sign the contract and all that, and then I have to return it here by 8. You just have to find a parking spot around here. So which means tomorrow I'll be able to explore more of the island, which is great because that's what I wanted to do originally. And today, I think I'm just gonna stay around this area. Since we got the hotel, I already saved some restaurants, so let's go for a little walk. It's only a 10-minute walk to the beach. So let's see how this beach looks like. Well, I guess I booked the cheapest room because these rooms up higher look way nicer. But hey, I can't complain. Basically 2-night stay for 30 bucks. This area is lined with bars, pubs, and all that good stuff. Right next to the beach. This kind of reminds me of Marbella in a way. Look at this, they got a brew club over here by the water. They got fish spas in here. You could rent bikes and stuff. Oh yeah, this is definitely like a college party town. Look at that blue water, wow. Ooh, look at that Lamine Yamal jersey. You might have to get one of these. All right, we made it over to the beach area. Wow, even the main area beaches have pretty darn blue water, and they have tons of beach clubs, beach chairs you could lay out on, and just endless bars and stores over here. It's nice. So this area is called Arenal. So we're at Arenal. This place, La Rosa Lounge, has got a 4.9 on Google. So I think I'm just gonna sit there and have a couple of tapas. Like those little straw umbrella huts you have over here. It's kind of like a beach. It looks like it's a man-made area. And then over this way, it's not that much sand, but wow, is that water blue. This place is called La Rosa. We're gonna go check it out, have a drink, maybe a tapa. Nice decorations here. They got roses on the rooftop. Looks like tons of drinks. Believe it or not, this is my first Estrella Damm of the trip. I've been drinking Galicia the entire time I've been in Barcelona. So this place has 4.8 stars, and they do have a menu in different languages. So you got Spanish, you got English, German. So I'm just gonna go get some bravas because I already ate a lot at the airport. Hi, Jaycationers, cheers. Estrella's gotta be my second favorite beer in Barcelona, for sure. Just love being by the water, especially during the summertime. Even though I'm from San Diego, it's cool to see different parts of the world, like Mallorca. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna explore with a rent-a-car. Since this is a cocktail bar, I figured I'd try their Lillet Wildberry Spritz. They do have a La Rosa Spritz, but it's got vermouth, and I'm not a vermouth fan, so I'm down with the Wildberry. My server, she was telling me that there's a nice sunset spot, about 30-minute walk. I might hit that up. I don't really feel like going into Palma today. Too much traveling. Came here to chill out by the beach, so since we're by the beach, why not explore this beach, right? Oh, this Spritz is what's up. I dig this. This is like those Wildberry trolley sour worms. That's what it reminds me of. Yum. That's what's up. That's the winner. I am seeing some really cheap jerseys. I know they're not real, but hey, we're in Spain, so heck it. And there's even some cheap magnets over here, so we're gonna have to get some shopping done. Lamine Yamal, baby. That's right, magnets for €1? Yes, please. Another tip, make sure you map out your Google Maps. See where the grocery stores are near your hotel. Look at this, there's a Lidl. I would be saving a lot, and my hotel is just right there. Versus going to one of those convenience stores just around the corner. It's not even that far. So let's go to Lidl, pick up some waters and beers. And just like that, €6. Waters, beer, Aquarius, and croissants. Good to go, and save some money. There's a nice little view of the hotel just across the street. All right, we're gonna go upstairs back at the hotel, check out La Beach, the rooftop and sky bar on the 7th floor. All right, this is what we're talking about now. This kind of reminds me of that hotel I went to with Joel over in Algarve. Pretty nice. Pretty cool pool area. No one's in it though right now. Well, I did hear during the off season it's closed, so I'm glad to see that this area is open. There's the beach just down that way. I was told that I should go over there down those rocks and check out the sunset. The sunset's around 9 this time of year. Hey, look, kids are playing soccer down there on the hard floor. There's the Lidl I went to a couple hours ago. All right, I'll have to give a thumbs up to this rooftop bar. Maybe I'll come back here tomorrow night and grab a drink, or maybe later tonight, depending on how late it's open. Got myself an Estrella Galicia over at the Lidl. We're gonna pop this open and maybe take a little walk down the beach. All right, guys, we made it back out to this boardwalk area. Sun's about to set in about an hour, and we're gonna take a little hike to the steps. About a 30-minute hike. We need to get back in shape, guys. Let's do a little hike. Shout out to the server over at that bar I went to earlier. She said, find the stairs, walk up the stairs, follow the path towards the neighborhood, and you'll find the beautiful sunset. She was right all along. Thank you, beautiful server. This place right here is called Sakova Baisha. I'm probably saying it wrong. Baisa. Little cove right here. We got some people chilling. A few boats here having parties for that sunset. Wow, this is nice. In order to get to this area, you have to walk through a neighborhood. The ultimate destination are those cliffs just down the way. And I am getting eaten by stuff right now too, so I definitely should have put on some spray. Now that looks really fun right there. Little boat cruise there, just docking, having some beers, I'm guessing. Just a little cove right here, and the water is calm. I like it. A lot of people are around this area. They're just around these little nooks and crannies, chilling out and enjoying this beautiful sunset today. Going to this cliffs area that I was recommended by that waitress, and really nice walking area. There's no cars here. It actually closes off to all cars, but you can ride your bike or take a scooter or go for a walk or a run, and you got this beautiful sunset about to happen. So this place is called Sonveri. Probably saying it wrong. It's probably like Sunveri. Cutting down here, just make sure I don't fall off the cliffs or twist my ankle. Yeah, definitely worth checking this out. And there's the town we're staying at right down the way over there. Only thing about fighting this is the gnats. We're thousands of miles away from home, but the sun always sets in the west. So you're always looking towards home when the sun is setting. Well, for me, since I'm from San Diego. But we are in the middle of the Mediterranean right now. It's gonna set right over these mountain bluffs right here. See people swimming in the water over here, and it looks to be really shallow on this side, and the sun is about to start folding behind that mountain right there. And there it is, the sunset in Mallorca. Now let's go find some kebabs, because your boy's starving. All right, we found the donor spot right by the hotel. A random place called Pizzeria Dal Fil, but it's like a 4.8 on Google, so we trust it. Back at the hotel lobby, about to chow down on this durum. Uploading a video because the Wi-Fi is fast in the lobby, and I got it picante, so let's go to town. All right, we gotta eat this burrito style. I got the mixto. That'll do. A lot cheaper in Barcelona. It's like $4.50, $7.50 here, but what you gonna do? We're on an island. All right, good morning, Jaycationers. We're here at Indico Rock grabbing our breakfast. They have a nice, huge breakfast spread here. This was included in my stay. So I got the cafe con leche. I love the chorizo, so I got some chorizo, manchego, chocolate croissant, chocolate napolitana, a bikini, and some eggs. So I was definitely haggard this morning at breakfast, so didn't really want to film at all. Just showed you what I ate. We're ready to go. So first fails of the trip here with lack of planning. I did try to get a rent-a-car from the hotel, and I realized that they don't automatically give you an automatic. So when the guy came to pick me up, he's like, I only have manuals. And I also don't have an international driver's license. I failed to get one from AAA before I left America because I wasn't expecting to do this. So that's another thing you need to do, is get your international driver's permit. from any AAA, and it's only 20 bucks. And I think you need some pictures for that. I've done that in the past, but this trip I didn't. But I know that sometimes they do ask for it, sometimes they don't. And if you do happen to get stopped over by police, they pretty much will ask you for an IDP. And if you don't have it, you're screwed. It might be best that I don't have a rent-a-car. Instead, just gonna go to Palma. I was gonna go to the Rafa Academy today, but we're going to Palma instead. Back on solo transport once again. This is the 25 bus, and it's only €2 to get to the Cathedral of Palma, which is down that way, which is a little east. I'm feeling like that dude Adam on YouTube, just taking the public transportation. So much for that rental car. I really should have learned how to drive manual when I was younger. I know I can still learn how to do it, but you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Is that what they say? So we're gonna find out either why this doesn't show up on Google Maps or if this just is a great find for €2 from Arenal to the cathedral. Let's hope I get there, but I do have all day, so if I get lost, I can find my way back. Just got off that bus. It was only about a half hour. Not bad. There were just a lot of stops in the area that I was at, Les Maravillas, and it's a huge German tourist population there. Almost more than half the bus was German. Like German sounds a lot like English too. I was like listening because I don't have my headphones on. But it was a nice scenic ride over. You can see all the cruise ships over this way, all the white hotel building, and now we're here by the cathedral, just exploring. It looks like you could take a horse and carriage ride around Palma, even to the cathedral. There's the bus that dropped us off right by this beautiful fountain. We're just gonna wing it and walk around Palma for most of the day, then head back to the hotel. Check out how trippy this tree is. It looks like it's got a skeleton face right in the middle. Look at that. Is that for real? Yowzers. Beautiful fountain right here. Cleaning it up in the morning over there, I see. I'm excited to see the whole exterior of this cathedral here in Palma. A lot of Moorish architecture here since we are pretty much smack dab in the middle of the Balearic Sea in between Spain and Africa. Another option for seeing Palma is getting these city sightseeing double-decker buses. They're hop on, hop off. A lot of families and older tourists like taking this so they don't have to walk as much. Me, I like to torture myself, so we're gonna walk. And there it is in all its glory. Whoa, that is a huge cathedral. Huge. Tons of people taking pictures here. So this is the Cathedral Basilica di Santa Maria di Mallorca. It's an ornate Gothic edifice overlooking the sea with a vast rose window and wrought iron canopy by Gaudi. Wow, so Antoni Gaudi even touched this beautiful cathedral as well, even though it's an island away from Barcelona. So Gaudi really does have his architecture all over the place. Amazing. It is hard to miss the beauty of this Gothic cathedral right here. And then in real life, there are quite a few guys out here selling their B-side goods, the fake goods around the cathedral. Getting more up close and personal with the cathedral. Man, there really are some fake good sellers all around the place here. It doesn't feel like it's being hidden like it is in Barcelona. So in the summer months, you get tired real quick. Actually really nice right now, the weather, but I don't know, I'm kind of haggard today, so I'm chilling out. My allergies are killing me. I'm at this place called Cafe Moderno. We're gonna drink this cafe con leche, wake ourselves up a bit. Obviously, Jaycation brings the equal. Nothing beats being in Europe, sitting in a plaza, people watching, having a cafe con leche. More exploring to come. This is actually a really nice plaza under some trees and shade. And there is a really beautiful church here with the steeple peeking out up top. And we're gonna head over to Passage del Born. So the football team of Mallorca is RCD Mallorca. This is their official store, and they are a Nike branded team. These kits are a vibe. If these had, oh, these do have pockets. I might have to cop these shorts, auto cop. Just look up every once in a while and you'll see really beautiful architecture. This building's really unique. Look at the stained glass right up there. This is the famous Passage del Born. Huge trees that just keep the shade in this area. And there are restaurants, a Zara right next door, H&M. People just like chilling here because it's a nice shaded area. and it looks really cool. It's almost like you're in the hollows. We are here in front of the cathedral having a pint of Spanish beer. I mean, this is the place that you go to look at this beautiful, massive cathedral. So, had to get a beer here, and we're kicking it with a homie from San Diego. This is Daniel. You've seen him on, you've seen him comment on my live streams before.
Right. Hey guys, welcome. Look at the beautiful view.
And he's a big Padre fan too, so we're just catching up, bro.
Yeah. Good seeing Jaycation.
Cheers, brother. Spent the last couple hours kicking it with the homie Daniel. We just had lunch over here in the town center. Back here in Paseo del Born. I'm gonna check out some Zara, maybe do a little shopping and then head back towards Arenal and just take a little nap, a little siesta since we're in España. Even though we're on an island, we're still in España. Headed back towards the 25 bus back to Arenal. Look at this church right here. Jafuda Cresques. Right next to these orange trees, and I heard oranges are really tasty here in Palma de Mallorca. Final evening here in Les Maravillas near the Arenal area. Gonna grab some Italian food. I found a nice Italian restaurant that I want to check out. Exhausted after Palma, a little warmer today, did a lot of walking. So I went back to the hotel, took a nap, went to the rooftop, took a shower, then decided to dress up and head out. So we're checking out one final night here in Arenal. So this entire area of Les Maravillas, I'm probably saying it super wrong. It seems like half the Bavarian population, and because that's all I've seen. I've seen a lot of German speaking around these ways. The Telltale sale is also tons of stag parties here, and a lot of them love wearing jerseys and different jerseys from Germany. So it's pretty cool to see that, you know, this is their spot. And I think I found the place that I'm gonna eat dinner at. This is it right here. This is Amayo Mare Trattoria. It's got 5 stars on Yelp. So let's go inside and get some pasta in. I was suggested that I try this drink right here. It's called the Montenegro and Tonic. Ooh. Oh, that's good.
I love it.
I like it. It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
Perfect for this weather.
Yes.
This is good. Montenegro and Tonic. A little sweeter than a gin and tonic. This is good. I like it. All right, so we got the tagliatelle frutte mare. It's got clams, mussels, shrimp. Ooh, nice tagliatelle. Nice and hot. Oh yeah, that's flavorful. That's really good seafood pasta. Nice clams. Love the simplicity of it. Really good flavor. This is what I'm looking for. Little shrimps too. We love that pasta here on Jaycation. This place at Maya Trattoria was amazing. This was a winner for sure. The tagliatelle seafood pasta was a 10. The tiramisu, even though I didn't film myself, was top notch, and the service was great and really nice ambiance in there. Very small restaurant, but definitely a great date night spot. Or if you're solo, go enjoy yourself some pasta. That was really, really delicious. Definitely recommend it, and it was only 30 euro for a really nice sit-down Italian restaurant here in Mallorca. Now we're gonna watch a little bit of the sunset. Well, good morning, Jaycationers. We are here at the Indico Rock Hotel getting the breakfast. They do have a really nice buffet spread here, and they change up their menu every day. Today I got the Spanish omelet, tortilla de patata, another bikini, which is a ham and cheese grilled sandwich, Neapolitan with chocolate, some sausage, and salami, and bacon, and eggs. And then there's slow coffee. This is the final morning in Mallorca before we go back to Barcelona, and we are gonna take a shower, pack up, and head over to the Rafa Nadal Academy. So Rafa Nadal has a huge tennis academy here, and it's in the middle of the island. It takes about an hour to get there. I don't fly out till about 5:45. I know there's a bunch of other beaches to explore, but I really wanted to see this tennis academy because I'm really into tennis and I'm a big Rafa Nadal fan, so I kind of want to go there instead. And there is a bus that will take me to that town, and we'll explain how we do that. But first, we gotta eat and then get to the airport. All right, let's talk pros and cons of the room. So the room, there's definitely a little wear and tear. You can see some marks on the walls and in the corners. The toilet flush is super, super weak, like extra weak. You gotta hold it really long. The air conditioning is great though, because it gets really cold really quick, but it keeps making this buzzing sound when it turns back on, and it kind of freaks me out every now and then. I feel like it's my door trying to get buzzed in, but it wasn't. I did turn on my white noise and I slept well at night. We are on the first floor, so you could still hear the noise from the street and even like the drunkies and the party goers coming in late at night, but it wasn't that bad. It's not like Vegas bad. It was still pretty much quiet. I do like the LG TV. I didn't bring my HDMI cord with me, so we predominantly watch stuff on my laptop. The breakfast here is very impressive. I like the rooftop bar, and it's really cool that you have another swimming pool downstairs and a small gym. And for the price I paid, like 20 bucks altogether, that was pretty good, because the meals alone was worth it. And I just used my points. I think I used like 11,000 points plus $20, and that's how I got this room. And then I paid a €6.50 city tax or hotel tax, something like that. So that really wasn't a big deal either. We're all packed up, ready to go, and going to head over to Manacor to see Rafa Nadal's Academy. Let's do it. We just got on the A2 airport bus that I got my round trip ticket for, which was €8, so €4 each way. Just scanned it and got to go to the airport, then go to an interregional bus that will get me over to the Rafa Academy. It'll take about an hour. Next bus is the 42 interregional bus, so it'll take me about 45 minutes to get to Manacor, and then either I'll take an Uber taxi to the Nadal Academy or I'll walk it. It's about a 15-minute walk. So we are on the highway to the inland part of Mallorca, area called Manacor, and we're leaving the airport right now. You can see a plane taking off. I've noticed quite a bit of these windmills around the island, all different designs too. Also passing through these towns in the inland of Mallorca. A lot of farmland down this highway. Just got dropped off at the town of Manacor. It's about a 16-minute walk from the bus stop. It's about 11:20 in the morning. So I do have about an hour and a half to explore the Rafa Nadal Academy. So really excited for that. About a 15-minute walk. His academy is huge, and it is a pretty straightforward walk from the bus stop. Yeah, give or take 10 to 15-minute walk, but definitely if you had to rent a car, it'd be a lot easier. But hey, Jaycation messed up on that rent a car. This is amazing. The greatest tennis star of Spanish times. Well, we'll see with Carlos Alcaraz. But Nadal's got that international school and the academy, and is sponsored by Movistar. This facility is huge, and they even have rooms for people who are training here. You could actually stay here and get on a program. I am way too old for this, but if I were younger, I would love to play over here. And there it is, the entrance to the sports center. They also have a huge map over here. Man, look at all those courts. That is at least 20 to 30 different courts, maybe even 40 courts. They got some clay courts, hard courts, paddle, nice. They also got the museum here with all his trophies, the Rafa Nadal Museum. We might have to check that out a little later. And then they got the Rafa Nadal Club with all the tennis courts down the way over here. Just made it inside, and they do have the shop over here, and there are restaurants and cafes, clubhouses. The fitness center is over this way, and this is the check-in area. I'd totally take my kid here to learn if I lived in Spain. There he is, the legend himself. Oh yeah, we came all this way. We're definitely getting a hoodie, maybe getting a water bottle. I'll be chancing it with how full my bag is right now. That's amazing. All right, let's do some shopping. Might even have to get Jaycation a hat. Feeling these hats. They even got some lanyards over here, some mugs. Oh man, I'm gonna have to make some room in my bag somehow. All right, check this out. This is the front. Right by the cafe, they got a clubhouse here. People playing paddleball, tennis. This is beautiful. This is their cafe area. This is like a Disney World of tennis right here. Well, I guess Wimbledon would be that. Awesome. Really nice Rafa Vamos pink statue right here. That's a nice pick right there. Since I'm a huge sports enthusiast, this was definitely bucket list for me here in Mallorca. Had to pay some homage to the GOAT, Rafa Nadal. Vamos, let's go. Looks like they got kids camps over here. There's the clubhouse. We're just gonna go back upstairs to the cafe, maybe grab a cafe con leche. They're showing a replay of last year's Grand Prix, and of course the other GOAT, Max Verstappen's in the lead over here in the cafe. And there's Rafa's Australian Open Championship in 2022. Beautiful wallpaper here. And then over in this corner is a picture of him and Roger Federer. So the museum is 18 euros for adults to get in. And I heard it's a lot of his trophies and they have more like kids experiences and stuff. And it sounds really cool, but honestly, I just wanted to see the property and go to the store. So that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I'll go down to the Rafa Nadal Club and see what they have over there. Wow, they even have an indoor lap pool, an outdoor lounge pool, soccer pitches. It's not just tennis or paddle here. It's everything. I was also looking to see if they had some babolat gear, and this sports shop might have it. When I got into tennis a couple years ago, I bought the $300 Rafa babolat tennis racket, the one he's holding right there, and wanted to see what other stuff I can get. Wow, they have other colors of the Rafa hat here, and they got the color I like. That's the one I wanted. Look at these mini babolat tennis rackets and some bags. Killed a bit of time. Look at all these timeline pictures of Rafa through the years and all his championships. Amazing. And there's a signed shirt by Rafa in 2023. You can actually win this shirt if you sign up for something. All right, we're getting out of here. I'm gonna catch the bus to the airport. I've done everything I wanted to do here in Mallorca. So it's about a 13-minute walk back to the bus stop, and it's hot, middle of the day. And I can see the town of Manacor right in front of me. It's a beautiful town with a huge clock tower. Save the clock tower. So if you wanna enroll in classes or programs or even play here, I was hearing it's like up to thousands and tens and thousands of euro just to play and stay here. But it is definitely an amazing tennis academy. And down the road, I have a kid and they want to play tennis. I'd throw them in here. All right, let's get to the airport. Also, for y'all that didn't know, Rafa is from Manacor, Spain, here in Mallorca. So he built this amazing complex in his hometown, multi-sports. That is awesome to be born and raised. You come back here with all the fame and do something really cool, even though it's a very pricey place. Man, it's top of the line stuff. So it's very cool. Jaycation mistake of the day. I went on the right number bus, but the wrong way. And it took me 15 minutes. We're on the east side of the island in a place called Porto Cristo. Good thing I decided to go to the airport early because now I'm gonna get there on time. I gotta turn around and actually go on the one that says Aeropuerto. What a dumbass. Jaycation never learns his lesson. We're finally on the A42 Aeropuerto bus. We're gonna get to the airport with plenty of time. We can go to the lounge and get some work done. But I do like these buses here because all you gotta do is tap in your credit card, and then when you tap out, you just tap out your credit card when you exit, and that's how much they charge. If you don't tap out, they do charge you an extra 30 cents on the fare. So make sure you tap out. Save yourself that 30 cents. Mallorca airport is legit. We got through security seamless, not even any lines. They didn't have me take my laptop out or liquid. We were good to go. Now we have about 3 hours here till my flight takes off. We're gonna find a lounge. There is the duty free. They do make you go through all these duty free shops, but I'm pretty much stacked already with what I have. I actually gotta reorganize my bag a bit because of all this Rafa stuff I bought. Oh, thank you, Mallorca. So ensaimadas are super popular here, and they do have them at the duty-free shop, but I just have no room in my bag anymore. And we have found the Sala Lounge, Mediterranean. Where's the entrance though? Heck yeah, their lounge is even bigger than Barcelona's. Let us eat and drink. And there is the board, so we know what time to get to the plane. All right, salad bar. You got some wraps and bagels and sandwiches. Ooh, they even got some shrimp and squid. Yes, please. All the beer and wine that you want. Coffee. Ooh, some quiche, burgers. This is definitely one of the better lounges that I've been to. I felt like having a hot dog, so I got some mostardo and some bacon on it. Aquarius first, then we drank. All right, Jaycationers, that was a great 3 days here in Mallorca. Cheers. Having one left before I have to board the plane. I gotta run over to my gate and get back to Barcelona. But I definitely would say Mallorca is a 5 to 7 day trip. If you wanna see the whole island and all the beautiful beaches and everything. 2 to 3 days if you just wanna go to Palma and you just wanna soak in the beach nearby. I think that's great. Their public transportation, their buses are actually pretty good. I'd have to give that a thumbs up. So would I come back to Mallorca? Answer is yes, for sure. I would like to see more of the island, but that was definitely a great first trip. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Jaycation if you haven't yet, and we have more European content to come, so stay tuned. And we'll see you in the next video. Jaycationers, back to Barcelona we go. And in the words of me, stay traveling. España, Mallorca. Vamos!